What's up guys, I'm back. I know I've not been uploading, I know like because my channel at the end of last year, it's been busy this year so far. I know we're in March, it's been busy with school, applying for colleges, doing lots of work experience, and I do go to college 1 day a week and I use my qualifications by going to work experience. So I know this video is late, I know everybody's done it, but I want to do it. I'm going to be doing my top 10 favourite books of 2019. That's enough of me blabbing, so let's just get on with the video. So this is no particular order. So the first book is Midnight Sun. Basically it's about this girl called Katie. She's got XP. Basically that means she's allergic to the sun. She can't go out during the day or she'll die. She has this crush on this boy named Charlie, but she's never met him. Just say her life changes when she meets him. Basically it's quite a short book, it's quite easy to read. I recommend it. There's also a movie on Netflix. The book is 5 Feet Apart. Basically it's about this girl named Stella and this boy named Will. They both have lung problems. They have to stay apart 6 feet apart, but they try and make it 5, but because they fall in love with each other. I'm not going to spoil too much for it, but as I say, it's a romance book. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's quite short. As you can see, I spilled coffee stains on it. I'm quite mad about it. And also a movie on Netflix. I hope it's still on Netflix. Main character is Cole Sprouse. Oh my god, I literally love like Cole Sprouse. He's literally in Riverdale. I love Riverdale. I ship Bughead. Let me know if you watch Riverdale and who do you ship. This book on my list is Two Dark Reigns. Basically it's the third book of the series of the Three Dark Crowns. Basically it's about triplets. They all have powers. Isabella is the elemental. She controls the elements with just a click of her finger. And then there's Catherine, the poisoner. She eats the deadly poisons without getting a stomachache. And then the Arsenal, the naturalist. She can blossom the red of roses and control the fears of life. But it's not like the firstborn gets the crown, no. Once the triplets turn 16, they must fight to the death and only one of them become queen. And actually the next book on my list is actually part of this series, Five Dark Fates. I just love this series so much. And I had to add it. I'm quite sad the series ended, but it's good. The first book is quite slow. The first couple of chapters is introducing all the characters. Once you get past the couple of chapters, it's really good. So the first book, Three Dark Crown. The second book, One Dark Throne. The third book, Two Dark Reign. And the last book, Five Dark Fates. I have to say it's really good. It's gruesome. It's gruesome. I absolutely love it. If you're looking for a series, I do recommend these ones. It's quite good. Ever be in your favour? I volunteer as tribute. If you haven't guessed, it's The Hunger Games. I don't have the books because I listened to an audiobook. I'm not going to explain what The Hunger Games is about because everyone either read The Hunger Games or know briefly what it's about. Book to all the boys I loved before. Basically what it's about this girl called Lara Jean. She writes these love letters that she doesn't want to have a crush on them anymore. Basically when she writes these letters, she doesn't want to have a crush on them anymore, so but she never sends them to them. She just puts it in a hat box to put away for only her eyes only. But one day the letters get sent out and all the boys that she loved before gets a letter, and there are 5 boys. Basically I just love this book. It's so cheesy. I mean, it's like a romance. It's not like cheesy, but I think it's a bit cheesy, but it's a good series. And also on my list is P.S. Still Love You. It's the second book of the To All the Boys Loved Before. And I say I'm not going to spoil it because it'll ruin the first book, but the P.S. I Still Love You literally came out on Netflix on February before Valentine's Day. So if you haven't watched any of the movies, read the book first before you watch the movie, or if you've already seen it. So I recommend it. It's quite good. I say there's also the third book as well. I say I fell in love with these. I have to thank to my best friend. She actually recommended me them, and trust me, she doesn't read a lot of books, but she recommended these ones. I wish I listened to her sooner because I'm literally so sad that I fell through the series, but it's so good. So right, so the next book is actually quite popular. Some people like it, some people don't. It's the Harry Potter The Prisoner of Azkaban. I still haven't read the fourth one. I say this was the third book. I like it. It's quite I would say it's quite short. It's really detailed. I'm not going to explain what it's about because that'll just ruin the other 2 books, and everybody should know what Harry Potter's about, or roughly. So So let's just get on to the next one. Keeps on cutting like out for enough. Every book I do, it keeps on cutting a bit. That's annoying, but oh well, let's keep going. Next book is To Everything and Everything and Everything and Everything. Okay, books Everything actually done this in a video, my last video, maybe 2 videos ago. I can't actually remember. It's basically this girl called Maddie. She has allergies to the world. She can't go outside or she'll die. She hasn't left the house in 17 years, and this boy named Ollie moves next door. He's determined to reach her. He'll stop at nothing. It's quite short. Quite easy to read. I do recommend this one. I think I read this so fast. It's probably one of the fastest books like I read. It's actually got like diagram pictures, like wee diagram pictures in it. So the sun is also a star. Basically, it's about this girl called Trisha. She believes in science fiction, doesn't believe in love, fate or destiny. She has 12 hours to leave the country, but she's trying to stay in the country because she loves living in Jamaica. And this boy named Daniel, he's a good son, good student. His parents expect a lot from him, but he loves writing poetry and he doesn't want to let them down. And basically, he meets Trisha and he forgets like all about it. I'm not going to spoil the book for you. I say it's like another romance book. I just love this book so much. I read it on holiday last year. It's like, she's so good. I do recommend it. There's also a movie of it, but I didn't really like the movie, so I know that kind of puts people off. But read the book first before you read the movie. To say the movie is disappointing, but the book is like really good. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be uploading more. Please check out my Instagram. I'll be up posting on that. Hope to see you in the next video. Peace!